Hi guys, welcome. Let me just adjust the light here. Okay, welcome to the channel guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. Okay, so I'm here to do a general message, general reading. Today, okay. I'm great. Sherry, thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. Like the live so it can go out and other people can see it. Thank you. Hello. Okay, this is a general message. Thank you for coming to the Ravenous Rebellion Tarot. Okay, it's a general message. All right, let's see. Holy Spirit, what do we have here today? What do they need to know? What do they need to find out? What do they need to know? What do they need to find out? If you have any questions, you can put them up here, okay? Because I'll be reading the comments as well. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? Messages for the collective. We have philanthropy, generosity, charity, and love. Okay, running water, mobility, adaptation, change. We have the rock, sturdy, indomitable, persevering, and sailing boat. Vision, planning, the long haul. Under the deck, we have old paper, memories, heritage, culture. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from this here. Some of you may be feeling quite generous, okay? At this time, you may be feeling quite generous. You may feel like you want to give more, okay? Some of you may have been feeling that you were not doing enough or you were not giving enough. It's saying that you could be more generous, but for some of you, because of everything that you have experienced, it has caused you to harden your heart, okay? They're saying that everything that you've been through that has caused you to harden your heart, it's time to leave that behind. So in other words, they're telling you that you may have some healing to do. I know we're in Mercury retrograde now, and this is one of the themes, okay, for Mercury retrograde, going deep, okay, trying to understand your wounds. A lot of wounds are going to come up in order for you to deal with, in order for you to heal, and in order for you to transmute, sorry. But for some of you, the reason you've been holding on to those wounds is because this is your safe place, okay? This caused, holding on to the wounds, it brings you like some type of comfort. So, for example, if you've experienced like being in a terrible romantic relationship, you deciding to become single, you've been single for a very long time. Every time a new relationship presents itself, it's like you shut yourself off, or you shut the person off, or you shut yourself down because you're still hurt from the previous relationship. So it's causing like you to be like closed off, unable to trust other people, and not allowing yourself to feel, okay? Because maybe when were in that relationship and you let your guard down, you realize that it was probably someone that you couldn't trust, or and this could go back to even your childhood. Okay, so this is not something that's specifically to romantic relationships. It could be like from your childhood. You realize that there are people that you can trust, and you've grown up that way. Maybe you've experienced a lot of disappointment in your life. But Mercury retrograde, every time Mercury goes retrograde, it's time for introspection. Okay, that's very important. Everything to do with retreat, regenerate, review. Okay, for some of us it's a repeat. Okay, not all of us. For some of us it is a repeat, but not for all of us. And this is getting old. Okay, you may feel overburdened at this time when it comes to healing yourself, healing your trauma, healing your childhood. You may feel traumatized at this time for some of you, but this is old. This is old wounds that's coming back up in order for you to heal. Okay, so for some of you here, they're saying that maybe you should be a little bit more generous, maybe with your love, with your attention, with your affection. Okay, even if it's to yourself. Okay, if you're not ready to like go out there and be with another person or extend your heart to another person, even if it's with yourself, you have to be more how would I say it? It's like you have to be more patient with yourself. Okay, it could have something to do with your emotions as well, because we do have running water here. Oh, I should have put that on. Oh, okay. It could have something to do with your emotions here as well. When it comes to your emotions, people may see you as being very cold, very distant. It's giving me Queen of Swords energy, but with good reason. Okay, Holy Spirit, what messages do we have here for the collective? What messages do we have for the collective, Holy Spirit? Messages for the collective. Okay, so they're saying to take it easy now. Like, take it easy on yourself, or if you're in a relationship, take it easy on that person. If you are experiencing some type of dissatisfaction, discontent at this time. Okay, someone may be open, someone may be closed off. Maybe it's a cat and mouse cycle. When you're closed off, this person is vulnerable. When vulnerable, you're closed off. So there's a lot of healing that has to take place, and it could be in any situation as well, and it could be with yourself. Okay, you need to give yourself time to heal. Okay, time to connect deeper with who you are. Maybe try to connect with doing like meditation and prayer and stuff like that. So it's important that you heal right now, because everything that's going on, if you have to like really sit and think about everything that's going on, it causes a lot of anxiety and it causes a lot of stress. Okay, depending on where you are in your journey, you really need to take a step back every single day and check in with yourself, because there are people walking around just angry and upset and frustrated, and you never know. Okay, you don't want to be in the energy like just like them, and then everything pops off because you in the anxious, angry, annoyed energy, this other person in an angry, anxious, annoyed energy, the two of you clash. You know, it's a disaster just waiting to happen. So check in with yourself every single day. And like I said in my previous video, I was saying ground yourself. Like, I know a lot of us, when we're walking around, we're always like either in our phones or our heads are in the clouds. We don't pay attention to the ground that we're walking on. Make sure you try to connect. Okay, the Fool, we have the Fool. Make sure you try to every single step that you take, because you see that he is actually walking. So every single step that you take, make sure you connect with the ground under your feet. Okay, that's one way to remain aware and one way to remain grounded. Okay, but this is telling me that the new journey that you're embarking on, it's a journey where you may be called to do philanthropy work. I get that a lot too. You may be called to do philanthropy work, but not necessarily. This new energy here is telling you to be more generous with yourself. I know for a lot of us, we're very stush when it comes to ourselves. But say one of our family members in a problem, okay? One of our family members have a big issue. We're the first ones to run and be like, yeah, let me take care of that for you, okay? But when it comes to ourselves, we're very stingy, okay? So this energy is telling you to take better care of yourself, okay? Don't ignore your needs. With the King of Pentacles, don't ignore your needs. This is also saying that for some of you, you may just need to like um, remain hydrated, because it's a good way to connect with your emotions. Drinking a lot of water or eating food that contains water, that would keep you hydrated and that would keep you aligned, emotionally aligned. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you have been drained. There is another person that's been looking, okay, looking into your life, spying on you, maybe trying to harvest off of your energy. This came to me because I feel like you're moving away from that energy with the Six of Swords here under the deck. I don't know, I should turn the light on. I don't know if you guys can see. This is telling me that there may have been someone that was like trying to energy harvest. Okay, there's energy harvesting here. Now the reason I say that is because I've realized that for the past few weeks, I've realized that walking on the street, I get like a lot of batteries, okay? Different types of batteries. And we know batteries are used to energize stuff, but once the energy is gone, the battery is drained. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because I don't think like an unused battery would be on the street. Okay, so this is telling me that someone may have been energy harvesting, energy scavenging, okay, when it comes to you. Okay, so if you're in an environment where you realize there's a regular battery, like there's a battery just sitting there, okay, it could be any type of battery. It could be like a flashlight battery, it could be a AA, AAA, whatever. If you realize in your environment there's a battery just sitting there and you did not put it, most likely there's someone trying to pull on your energy. Okay, there's someone trying to harvest off of your energy, because how they harvest from you is like through like your body movements. Okay, when you hear people energy harvesting, energy scavenging, they do it through your body movement. So you may realize, or you may notice that when you move, this other person moves as well. Okay, like they just following your movement. Okay, this could also be like someone being a copycat as well. This is energy harvesting as well. Someone copying everything that you do, someone trying to be you, talk like you, walk like you, all that kind of stuff. That's energy harvesting as well. But the kinetic, when they're doing the kinetic energy harvesting, it's mostly through your movement. Okay, it's mostly through your movement. So if you see someone mimicking you, they're doing that energy harvesting, energy scavenging. They also can energy harvest off of you through your body temperature, your body heat, the heat of your body. So if you're in a workplace and you're doing mad work and you're sweating and all that type of stuff, they're energy harvesting. They're sipping off of your energy. Okay, while you're working hard, they're sipping off of your energy. This is another way. And with the sirens, this is confirmation to let you know that this is absolutely 100% true, what I'm saying to you. Okay, this is someone that looks at you with the Page of Swords here. This could be a boss as well. And we know Aries is about leadership. Okay, you've been giving your energy. If it's a business place, you've been giving your energy. They've been running your energy dry, running your energy up, okay? Just for you to receive the bare minimum, okay? And what they do is that you become discontent with whatever it is that you're receiving from this job. You turn cold and you turn your back, you leave. But they're the ones receiving all of the benefits when you turn your back and you leave. Okay, so for some of you, there may be a work situation where there are people that's trying to have you quit your job. There's people that's trying to have you leave your family behind. There's people that probably have you trying to leave your business behind if you're doing like some type of project. And even if you're a philanthropist, there are people who just don't like that you're a philanthropist. They just don't like that. Why is it you have the funds to go around and give to people? And everybody has an opinion, okay, on your life and what you should be doing. Those who are energy vampires, those who are scorned lovers, those who are envious friends, copycats. There's a whole slew of people just like they're so opinionated about what you have going on and what you do. It's like you do good, they're gonna talk about it. You do bad, they're still gonna talk. So you might as well just do you, regardless of what another person, place, or thing thinks. It doesn't matter to you. What matters is what makes you happy. Okay, what makes you happy. You're moving on from the bickering and the fighting and the hardships and the trying to one up you and all that type of stuff, regardless of how much they fight and how much they try to one up you, how much magic they throw, no matter what they do, it's like you're focused on something. You have your focus on something. And the only way for you to miss your boat is if you shift your focus onto what your enemies want you to be focused on. Okay, so that's why I say make sure you remain grounded. Okay, make sure you remain grounded. Be in the present, in your present body when you're moving around this world. Okay, be present in your body. When you go home and you relax and whatever, you can do whatever it is that you choose. But when you're moving around in this world, in this place, be sure to remain grounded and in your body, because you never know what's coming for you. You never know what's coming towards you. You never know who's in the crevices looking. Okay, because you know, sometimes when you're like an empath and stuff like that, or if you're successful, or if you're on your way to become successful, there's always a demon in the cut. Okay, there's always a demon in the cut to try to come and either block you or try to throw wrenches in your plans or try to have you looking all types of ridiculous out here. Okay, so you need to remain vigilant. You need to remain aware, because the world that we're living in right now, you expect anything from anyone. And I'm not saying that for you to be in fear, but expect anything from anyone. Don't put anything past anyone, because people out here, they're desperate. Okay, they're desperate for souls. They're desperate for success. They're desperate for money. They're desperate for stability. They're just freaking desperate. Okay, and you being out here being all vulnerable and gullible, no. Okay, It's an absolute no. All right. So let's see what else we have here. We have the Four of Swords. That's what I'm telling you. They want you to give up on your dreams. They want you to give up on your wishes. What makes you happy? What brings joy into your life? They want you to give up on these things. Someone may be healing. Maybe they sent you like some type of death magic or some type of death spell that they did. They may have traveled to do that, and you're healing from that. So with the retrograde as well, any spells that anybody tries to do during Mercury retrograde, even though is the Lion's Gate portal, it doesn't matter. Mercury retrograde, no, absolutely no spell should be done. Okay, during Mercury retrograde, and a lot of them, they're gonna go and do their spells and put their work in and do their little witchcraft and whatever it is that they do, their obia, their voodoo, whatever it is that they do, consult with the spiritualists and stuff like that. But nothing that they do around this time, especially now, they know that it's Lionsgate portal, so they're gonna try to like manifest wealth and stuff like that, abundance and stuff like that under Mercury retrograde. Even though they do get anything, it's not going to be long lasting. Okay, it's gonna turn to bullshit eventually. All right, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so we have an offer coming towards you here, an offer of like Ten of Pentacles, stability. Some of you may be getting into a relationship with someone who is a philanthropist, who is like a humanitarian or something like that. For some of you, you may be getting into a long-term relationship. For some of you, you may be getting proposed to. I'm not saying that it's impossible for you to get proposed to under Mercury retrograde, but it's a little bit sketchy. It's a little bit sketchy, okay, around this time. So we have the King of Swords. So it could have been a King of Swords that sent some type of death magic towards you, probably with the help of their family members or something like that, okay? Something to do with a home, okay? They may have sent probably magic to your home, or tried to send magic to a King of Swords in a home. They may have tried to send some type of breakup spell when it came to solid foundation. This is a King of Swords. If this is not a King of Swords doing that, this is being done to a King of Swords by their own family, okay? By their own family members who they want to one up on this person. If this is a King of Swords doing this magic, this they're saying mental magic. If this is the King of Swords, they actually try to have you tied up in some type of loop, some type of knot. Okay, this is this is the infinity symbol, but it does look like an 8, and it's also confirming that this was done, like I said, during Mercury retrograde, but more focused towards the Lion's Gate portal. Okay, they try to manifest some type of wealth off of you through the Lion's Gate portal. Okay, that's what it's giving. Okay, but there's difficulty here because of there's the two of wands here. The two of wands usually talk about difficulty. With the Four of Swords is definite. Instead of drawing finances, abundance, stability, what they drew was the Four of Swords, sickness, ill health, okay, uncertainty, confusion, okay, that they're going to need to heal from, okay, because this is what they were trying to manifest. With the manifestation card, the Two of Pentacles here looking like the 8, okay, the Lion's Gate portal, the 8, whatever it is. With the Ten of Pentacles, that's what they were trying to manifest. Finances, money, stability, wealth, okay, and they were looking to draw off of your energy to get these things. So some of them may want to take a vacation, some of them may want to take a trip, some of them may want to buy a home, because we did see the Four of Wands under the deck. So some of them may want to buy a home, some of them want to maybe there's something going on with their children that they want to For some of them, it could be like the kids are going off to college with the ace, with the full hair and the Knight of Cups. It could be because of a child. Maybe the kids are going off to college, or the kids need some type of financial assistance, or something that have to do with finances. And what they were doing is that they were trying to harvest off of you in order to make their dreams come true. Okay, but what they're receiving is the backfire. Okay, they had it planned out already. They had this all planned out. They had a big, grand, huge plan of how they were gonna come for you and what they were gonna do, and they probably had a few people in on it as well to come for you, especially at the Lionsgate portal. They had a few people, okay? They had a few people invested in coming for you, or coming, trying to like take from you or harvest from you or take what you have or whatever. They had a few people. They may have visited other people too, or there was an unexpected visit. Okay, all of that was part of the plan in order to get you messed up, in order to get you, maybe to put you in another toxic cycle of being on a hamster wheel, or being like taken for granted or something like that. Like they wanted something to just keep going and going and going with no end, but with you being on the end of being unsatisfied, being heartbroken, being feeling left out, feeling looked over. Okay, that's the energy that I'm picking up here. And they would just sail to calmer waters with all your goods. Okay, with all your goods and everything good that they have already siphoned off of you. Sail away with it while you're left in the dump. Okay, Holy Spirit, what are the messages that we have for the collective here? What other messages do we have for the collective? But this, whoever this person is, it could be someone that you exchange finances with, or it could be a boss or something. It could also be a husband. But this is telling me that this person has been caught. Okay, this person has been caught with the Six of Swords. You move into calmer waters, and them going into the Four of Swords. It's like the same. Maybe they wanted to kill your finances, they wanted to kill your stability, they wanted to kill your health. Okay, all of these things that they wanted for you, it's like it's going right to them because it's the way they did it. Okay, if you're harvesting off of a person, make sure that this is that it's balanced, it's fair. Okay, if you're going to harvest off of another person, make sure it's an equal exchange. Make sure there's reciprocity. If you know you need a person to do this, that, and the third for you, make sure that you're repaying them, or you're reciprocating that same energy. These people do not want to reciprocate the same energy. They want to be in an energy where they're always taking. It's like they're always feeding off of you, with you being left desolate, okay, desperate, okay, full of anxiety, full of fear, like while they're out there living their good and happy life. Okay, but what happens is that even though they do get a little off of you, because everything that belongs to you, even your own life, your own body, your own physical body, has the signature of the Most High God on it. So anything that belonged to you that they try to siphon off of, it has the signature of the Most High God on it. So that's why it don't last. And they refuse to get that. That's why it don't last. Every single time they try to harvest off of you, they try to take from you, it never lasts. They still have to go out there and be in the rat race, just like everybody else. Okay? So when they feel like, oh, we're gonna harvest off of them and build a business, okay? Yeah, the business might go well for a few months, maybe even a few years. But eventually, automatically, that business is gonna shut down because you gained it through ill means. Okay, you gained it off of another person's blood, sweat, and tears. So it's not gonna prosper. regardless of what you try to do, where you try to go. I don't even care if you make deals with Lucifer. It doesn't matter. You harvest off of another person's energy that has the signature of the Most High God on it. You're going to lose everything. And while you're losing everything, everything that you stole will be returned to this person. Okay? And if it's through you even... Anyway, I'm not going to go there. They're in regret. They're in regret because they know that everything that they did, it was uncalled for. Everything that they did was uncalled for. A lot of them, they're going to try to harvest off of you through dreams or on the 5D. Come to you, try to have sex with you in your dreams, try to sleep with you to harvest energy off of you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're banned, blocked, and you will be deleted. Okay? Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have? I need for all of us to know that even though you're going through a tough time right now, things are going to get better. Okay? The Lionsgate portal with Mercury retrograde and the full moon is chaotic energy. It's just like an eclipse. It's like an eclipse, okay? It's chaotic energy. All right, so I'm not telling anybody what to do. You can do as you please. But what I'm saying is that if you're actually trying to manifest something, make sure it's of a high vibration. Because if it's of a low vibration, you're not going to get any results. And if you do happen to get any results, it's not going to last long. Okay, it's not going to be long lasting. It's not gonna how would I say it? It will not withstand the test of time. Okay, we have ghosts under here, so be careful too. Because if you're doing all of these shenanigans around this time, you gotta be careful, okay? And for those who did engage in the lower vibrational frequency, be careful, okay? Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have for the collective here? What messages do we have for the collective? Messages for the collective, Holy Spirit. Messages for the collective. We have searching, thinking of you, profile creeping, block contact, profile searching. Okay, so I'm feeling for you here, some of you, there's an offer coming towards you here. I did see the offer. There's an offer coming towards you here. These people have been looking for someone who can actually do what you do. So you may be very skilled in some type of department or skilled in something that you do, and they may want to give you an opportunity. But whatever opportunity that they're offering you, make sure that it's well past even the Mercury direct. Okay, even after Mercury goes direct, wait at least 2 weeks before you sign anything, before you agree to anything, before you take on anything new. Okay, so there may be someone that's coming towards you here to give you an offer. It's going to be unexpected. Some of you may get a phone call, some of you may get a knock on the door. For some of you, this is the stalker, the one that was stalking your energy, the one that was trying to steal from you. Okay, and there's evidence here. You can press charges on this person. Okay, you can press charges on this person. This person has a criminal history already because of your gifts. Okay, because of your gifts. That's why they were stalking you. That's why they were stalking you. Maybe that's why they were harassing you. Maybe that's why they were trying to bully you or whatever it is. It's because of your gifts. Okay, but you do have a new boo coming in here. This is the new energy that I'm getting here. Or this could be someone that you just met. This could be someone that you just met. Maybe you haven't even had a full conversation with this person for some of you. But they have been stalking. Okay, they have been stalking, or this is someone that you thought was someone that you could have maybe a long-term relationship or a long-term partnership with. There were terms and conditions here, working it out, negotiating with you, begging. So that's what they really wanted, actually, to negotiate something with you. But you don't caught this person. You don't caught this person trying to harvest off of your energy. So there will be no reconciliation. Okay? And because of that, they want revenge. Okay? This is a pattern. This is something that they always do. So if this is a company, this is a company where they hire and fire people like quick. People don't like the workers. Every time you go in there, there's new workers. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, there's always new workers because they're always trying to harvest off of people, and not everybody's energy is the same. Not everybody is not on the same spiritual level. There are people that on higher spiritual levels, and there are people that they don't even know anything about spirituality. So yeah, they don't mind taking the risk though. They don't mind taking the risk. And for some of them, they may want to take revenge on you because they feel like the plans, you foil their plans or you spoil their plans, or by you exposing them or you talking about something, it's like you're exposing the plans and whatever. So they may want to take revenge off of you. This is giving me the energy of you know how they do the workplace thing, like wherever you work and stuff like that. Like if they don't, if like if you in war, like if you're in war with them, like if you don't agree with them, they usually take like action against you, maybe by cutting your hours or by giving you more work, or trying to ride you every single thing that you do, trying to watch you every single thing that you do. So that's the energy that I'm getting. That's, I don't know what it's called, but that's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay, these people are obsessed with your energy. Okay, holding on, can't let go. They're very clingy. They're in denial. If you were to confront this person right now and tell this person, I know what you just did. Okay, I know what you just did. If you expose them and you tell them to their face, I know what, they will deny, 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 deny. So around the winter time, they probably started all these rituals and whatever around the winter time. Okay, so it's given me around maybe November last year, they started this ritual. It could be something about children. I was also picking up children before I told you about children, but it could be something about children. They probably try to harvest off of your children as well, try to cause problems for you and your children, or cause a rift between you and your children, or cause separation between you and your children, or cause your children to like experience different situations, maybe harm, try to send harm to your children's way or something like that. But it has something to do with children. Okay, they're using those that are vulnerable, or this is what they did, what they probably tried to harvest off of your children. When they try to harvest off of you, maybe it didn't go the way they expected, so they attacked your children. Okay, if you have children, or if you have child, or if you have pets, okay, that's what they do. They harvest off of the innocence of your children. Okay, and this is bringing me back to the situation where we have so much sexual assault, okay, on children, that I feel like when people have done that to a child, it's like they feel very powerful in some way, shape, or form. So I feel like it boosts their confidence, and it causes them to like have this surge of energy where they feel so good about themselves that they start attracting things that are, you know, material things. Okay, so, and again, during Mercury retrograde, especially if your children have like planets like Venus, Venus and Mercury together. Venus and Mercury together causes a person to have sexual magnetism. Okay, Venus and Mercury together, especially if it's like anywhere like in the 8th no, in the 7th, 8th, or 9th house, and it's making any aspects to the moon, most likely you're very sexually magnetic, okay? And if Mercury is retrograde, okay, predators know that this is the opportune time to take advantage of you, okay? Especially when Mercury retrograde, because most likely Mercury retrograde, Mercury has to do with speech and talk, okay? If Mercury is retrograde and there's something like that happening, especially if it's to like a child, or even if it's like someone who is being abused and scared of the abuser, more than likely it's not gonna come out, okay? It's gonna stay shut, it's gonna stay quiet, okay? Because Mercury is in retrograde. When Mercury is direct, you can talk about anything, but when Mercury retrograde, it's hard for you to talk. So they will attack you during Mercury retrograde, especially if you have Venus with Mercury in your chart. Venus and Mercury together making aspects to your moon, okay? You're very magnetic, very sexually magnetic, okay? And predators are drawn to that type of energy, and they will attack during Mercury retrograde so they don't get caught, okay? So be careful. Watch your children closely, okay? Your children's innocence, watch them closely. And I'm not saying that to scare anyone. Once again, my channel is not to scare anyone. My channel is to bring awareness to the predators and these disgusting, low-life beings. They're not even, I wouldn't even categorize them as human. They're just beings, okay? So this is important too. And again, Lionsgate portal, abundance, they think in abundance, so they're going wild. They're going wild, okay? They're going wild. Holy Spirit, what other messages? I already used that deck, okay? I already used that deck. This could also be a parent or some type of predator trying to, oh my God, trying to attach themselves to a child or something. But anyway, you know what it is. And we're not going to give them that type of energy over here either, because the theme for this Lionsgate portal is to keep a high vibrational frequency. Not like wearing rose-colored glasses or anything, but we're not trying to be in the dumps with them. That's exactly what they want you to do, to be in the dumps with them on that low vibrational frequency shit, and it's not gonna happen here, not on this channel, not today, and moving forward, not ever, okay? Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have here? What other messages do we have here, Holy Spirit? What other messages do we have here? Okay, we have thief. You see what I'm telling you? You see what I'm telling you? Rob, loss, theft, physical or emotional. That's what they thrive off of. The low vibrational energy. That's what they thrive off of. That's why they steal. And every time they steal, scarcity, because of scarcity, because of their mindset. They always, there's never enough. There's never enough. They always need more. Never enough. They always need more. You're moving in silence with them. When it comes to them, you already know the game. You already know the game plan. You already know they were out to steal, kill, and destroy. And you're moving in silence. Okay? You're moving in silence. Like I said, sex fix. Okay? Sex fix. The predators, especially the predators. You see what I was talking about? Attacking the unsuspecting victim because they know Mercury is retrograde. This is the Lionsgate portal, so they feel like it is a good time for them to be abundant and to do these types of, heinous, despicable crimes towards the victims, because they know Mercury retrograde is not going to come out. Okay? Sex fix. They've probably been watching this person for a while now. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to just be like SA or anything like that. It could as well be them looking at you like either for your work or for your business or for your projects or for your money. Okay? Running. Now they're running because they've been exposed. They have been exposed. That was a dirty offer. Okay? So if they were coming towards you with anything right now at this time, you know that it's a dirty offer, and you know that it's time. You should reject it. Okay? Or at least take some time to think about it. But right now, going into any contractual agreement is a no. Even your giving your signature is a no. On anything is a no. Okay? Played out. Yes. You already know how this works. You already know how this works. Okay? Now they probably want to kiss your ass, or they thought that you would be kissing their ass because they got you exactly where they want you, or they got you exactly where they want you. Now they have all the power, all of the control over you. You're not kissing anybody's ass, and that's what it is. Like I told you, they're in the corners creeping, trying to see how they can get to you or how they can get towards you. They're haunted. They have memories, flashback, trauma. That's the side effects of them creeping on you, or them continuously spying on you, trying to block you, trying to see what you have, because you rejected them and you're not taking any offers from them. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's how it goes. Okay? They may have been doing divination on you, probably trying to get readings on you about what's going on, and that has probably bankrupted them. Like, they don't even have money to do any readings or to get any readings right now, or to do any type of spiritual work. You're very uninterested, and they're talking shit about you. Of course they're talking shit about you, because you already have the inside scoop about everything that they're doing, and it's no longer working, and they're mad and they're upset, and guess what? We don't care. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. And I'll be back with more messages for you guys.